I've got ladies first year manager here with me after the 2-1 defeat to Lincoln United in controversial circumstances. Talk us through the game, Andy.
Yeah, to be honest, 24 hours later, I'm not feeling much different than I did immediately after the game. I think we've been, to be honest, left with just a feeling of frustration, disappointment, and a little bit of anger. I think, me, I'd be magnanimous coming on here and I'd be realistic about how we've gone, but I don't think we've been beaten by the better team. I think we've been beaten by some contentious officiating decisions, and find it really struggling to accept that, I guess. Good luck to Lincoln, fair play. They've gone through, but I think it's marred what was a decent game in difficult conditions at times, to be honest. But you've got both sides giving 100%, passion, plenty of quality, as I say, difficult conditions at times, but it's just been completely marred by those decisions or lack of at the end of the game. And it's kind of, I've got a team of absolutely gutted players that I don't really know what to say to, because they've done nothing wrong. They've given me absolutely everything, and it's really cruel. It's really disappointing. It's not the end of the world, but it's, for us, it was something with an opportunity to equalise, and then you don't know what's going to happen has been taken away from us, and it's just really disappointing.
You mentioned there the controversy at the end of the game where the official missed a potential handball in the area with not so long to go to the game, which may have resulted in us scoring and becoming 2-2, potentially in extra time. You say it's really tough to take, and you say this struggle for words. Is it something that you feel that it is within the women's game, or it is a general refereeing decisions that do make these big calls that aren't happening?
Look, I think, to be honest, I don't want to, I know it's a difficult job officiating, but, my experience, I guess, recently, it's been pretty poor. And the problem with this game is it was so tight. It was two teams going for it. It was a really tight game. And unfortunately, it's not even a possible handball. It was a definite handball. It's had a tangible impact on the outcome. And that shouldn't happen. That shouldn't happen. Like, I can accept decisions being made, but it's got to be consistent. And yeah, it's just really, really frustrating. Really frustrating. But look, it doesn't matter in this cup. It's it's been come out of COVID, and it's been really great to be in the final. And we've absolutely executed our game plan to a T. I couldn't have asked them for any more. We've limited them to a couple of clear chances, some half chances, and we've had as many ourselves. The girls have done fantastic, and I'm just really, really disappointed that this is the reason we haven't been given the opportunity, because it was an absolute 100% blatant handball, and everyone else, including the opposition, saw it in the ground, but the referee, who's 5 yards, if that, away.
In terms of the whole performance, it was a controlled performance pretty much throughout. The two penalties that we conceded to concede the goals have happened for subsequent reasons, and it is very difficult to take when you've only let a handful of really good opportunity to them, let them have them. Now, was we not clinical enough? Is that something that may be a possibility, or was it, we just had to, we didn't put it in the back of the net?
I think maybe, as I said before, I always come on these things and be honest with us, and I think there's a couple of chances potentially we could have done better with, but it was a game of a few chances, to be honest. Even though some football was good within it, as I say, the conditions were difficult. But I think I couldn't ask any more from the girls. We had a couple of injuries during the game. We had to move it around. We were already slightly low on squad numbers anyway, just for people being away, etc. I'm sure Lincoln have had the same problem. And so they've given it 100%, and I'm not sure I would put the blame on missing chances. We've had some, they've had a couple, but I was just really proud of the way they reacted and the way, we played them pre-season. I can't even remember I think it was the beginning of this pre-season, which seems months and months ago now. And we got absolutely battered, to be honest. But we've absolutely, what we put put into practice what we practiced on Tuesday, and we have limited what are a really great attacking side to a few chances. And maybe we haven't been clinical enough, but that's not what's decided the game. And I'd come on here and say it was that if it had decided the game. I think it's just consistency, and it's poor, and for some reason we seem to be coming out on the bad side of it. I don't know why, but I wouldn't put any blame on my players, because I think they give absolutely 100%, and they are absolutely devastated about it. So that for me shows their character, that their desire, their want, and it's just been cruel, and I don't know, we can't change it.
The final whistle, after the final whistle went, you gathered the players in and you spoke to the players. What did you say to them?
Look, I just said I'm not 100% sure what to say to you, to be honest. Sometimes football's really, really cruel, and you've been on the end of it today, and that's sometimes the way it goes. And I don't think there's anything we could have changed in that. We haven't made the decision. We've created that chance, that opportunity, and it's a blatant handball, and we just haven't been given a penalty. And probably the fact that they've been given 2 penalties, which the first one, I don't know, isn't potentially debatable. Second one, absolutely stonewall. It's really tough to take. As I say, that consistency, if you have that consistency of decision making, then you can't really complain about it. But yeah, I've just said, look, football's cruel, and as hard as it is, and as hard as it is to believe now, this will help you. This will make you stronger. You come back next season, you're in a similar position. You'll be able to work with it better. But they've given absolutely everything, and I'm really, really disappointed for them more than anything.
In terms of the final stages of the season, with this new competition coming up after the lockdown and then lockdown again, it was really important to come back strong. And the work that was done over the lockdown period on Zoom and one-to-ones potentially, what do you feel that we've gained from this last sort of 6 to 8 weeks?
Look, I think going forward, to be honest, I think I can't fault what's happened over COVID. People have turned up to Zoom sessions. They're not ideal. It's tough to be motivated when you have no idea what's going to happen, when you've no idea when you're going to start again, if you're going to start again. So I absolutely can't fault the players' commitment. And I think coming out of it, like, our team spirit has been fantastic, and I'm sure it's the same for a lot of other sides. You're so grateful, I guess, to be back and playing, that people have just got on with it and appreciated the fact that they can play football. And I think that's the way it should be. And I think we to be fair, we need to be grateful for the league for organising it. It's been a really good competition. It's been really competitive, and we've enjoyed it. I'm just really disappointed it's ended on a bit of a sour note. And as I say, for this competition, it is what it is. It's not going to make any difference to anything. But if that's the kind of officiating that's going to happen going forward into the league, it is then going to make a difference. How many games we have, and you have some of those bad decisions that affect the outcome of a game, and it's potentially changes the outcome of a league positioning, and that's just not acceptable. So I don't know, whatever needs to be done, hopefully can be. And hopefully, I don't know, highlighting these kind of things, it's not going to change. We're not going to go to the final now. It's not going to change the outcome of the game, but hopefully going forward it can, not Cefe, whoever it is, can look at the situation and hopefully work with referees in making these kind of decisions, because I don't know, it's cost us yesterday, and that's all there is to it, really.
And your first season in management of Mansfield Town Ladies, it's been certainly a roller coaster.
Yeah, it's been really tough, to be fair. Yeah, I don't know what to say. I couldn't have chose a worse time, to be honest. But saying that, I couldn't have had better commitment from my players. So I'm grateful for them for their commitment showing. It'd be really easy to have dropped off the radar, dropped your standards, but they haven't done that, and we've played some really, really good football. I'm going to be honest, when we've come back, potentially at times we haven't finished our chances, but that'll come. But we've the football we were playing prior to lockdown and the stuff we have post lockdown is been really, really pleasing, and it's only I guess looking good for going forward.
Just finally, there was many fans down yesterday at RH Academy, and it looked fantastic. Everybody around watching the game. What do you say to them?
I'll just say thanks for coming. I think Lincoln brought a few, to be fair, as well. It's really good to see people wanting to come down and enjoying the football, and it was a great atmosphere. I think people were just appreciating being able to watch some football, and we're really thankful for people making the effort to come down. I know at times it wasn't the nicest weather, and it was tough, but no, we're just really appreciative and thankful for the sport. So really good stuff, yeah.
So commiserations, and we'll catch up with you very, very soon.
No worries. Thanks, Alan. Appreciate it.